It doesn't matter if you have a physical disability.
It doesn't matter if you have a mental disability.
It doesn't matter if your body doesn't grow.
And it doesn't matter if your brain struggles to talk to your legs.
Disability should never hold you back.
We do not want pity.
We want to be treated just the same as everyone else.
Especially when we're out on the golf course.
Welcome to the EDGA Dubai finale.
As the European Tour came to its climax in Dubai, so too did the journey for 8 players of the European Disabled Golf Association. The DP World Championship attracted elite golfers from around the world. The EDGA Dubai finale did exactly the same. The journey to the Earth course for the EDGA players began back in July. The first qualifying event was the Kazoo Open. 8 players took on the 2020 course. The winner of the 2-round event was Brendan Lawler. Next up was Galgorm Castle in Northern Ireland for the ISBS Handa World Invitational. Brendan won again. The trophy was presented by his emotional friend, Niall Horan.
I'm just so proud of him, and when they announced he goes world #1 this week, we were going to be very proud. As he said, he's been waiting his whole life to get there, so with this plate in his hand again and hopefully the world #1 title this week, and no one deserves it more than this fella.
8 new players arrived in Scotland for the 3rd tournament of the series, the Hero Open at Fairmont St Andrews. This time around, Kit Poper took home the silverware. He also became world #1. The final stop for the EDGA players was the London Club for the Kazoo Classic. The leading 4 from the 8 would qualify for Dubai. A great final round from American Chris Biggins ensured that he would take the silverware and travel to the United Arab Emirates. So 8 players from 7 different nations have made their way to the EDGA Dubai finale, and to a man, they're all thrilled to be here.
Golf is what makes me live and what makes me wake up in the morning. I just do everything golf, like every day is just about golf.
This is showing that anything is possible for us and getting more people into the game, and that's what we're striving for too.
It means a lot for me and see all the professionals play. It's a great experience.
We have a gathering here of some of the greatest golfers with disability on the planet, and we want to be the best.
This week I have the pleasure to play with the 7-player best in the world.
There's 8 of the top golfers in the world with disabilities here, so we can all play. Ultimately, the winner will be there.
We're just as competitive as anyone else on the main tour. We want it just as bad and we want to win just as bad, if not more, just to prove to not ourselves but everyone else that golf is inclusive and we can do it as well.
It's something I never got to watch when I was younger, and so I think me and the other 7, I think it's our duty to inspire the next generation.
Born at the turn of the millennium, the European Disabled Golf Association continues to create opportunities for thousands of people, regardless of their physical and mental challenges.
There's physical disabilities, there's sensory disabilities, and there's intellectual disabilities. So if you think about the physical disabilities, that could be anything from an amputation, it could well be a limb length difference, it could be a spinal issue. Scoliosis would be involved in that as well, and there's a whole range of things that can be classed as a physical disability. And then, of course, you have intellectual disabilities, and this would be including autism. And then you have sensory, so players that can't see the ball, visually impaired players. And then, of course, also the deaf as well. So, yeah, it's a pretty big spectrum of players that we have that are involved in golf for the disabled. With the European Tour, we have the EDGA Dubai finale. And so these 8 players are from various countries with various different disabilities, and they're all competing to try and win the title. When we have our players on the driving range, they're hitting golf balls next to Rory McIlroy or next to Billy Horschel or to Tommy Fleetwood or whoever it is, they don't look at them as being kind of a second-rate player. They look at them as being an elite player. They've got to where they are by right, not by invitation. And so there's a mutual respect there. And certainly what we get back from the players, from the tour players, is that they want to see more of this.
You go out there and you watch these guys do what they do, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And I can't describe to you how, you know, it's sort of inspiring. Do you know what I mean? It makes me appreciate what I do a lot more. And, you know, anything that I could do to help with the EDGA and with the players, you know, got really close to Kip, who's a great lad. I think he's going to be one of the pin-up boys for the EDGA guys as well. But I absolutely love it, and like I say, I find it just inspiring to watch them.
All right. Sometimes we take it for granted how healthy we are in a way, and it's a lot of fun to see the guys out there competing in the same way that we do.
They're incredible. I've seen some of the guys practice and play, and more than anything, I love the enjoyment that is in their faces when they're playing the game of golf. I think it's very special and it's such a great event.
It's amazing. This game is an incredibly difficult game, and to see guys be able to perform at the levels that they are is impressive.
Been in the game 53 years, so I've seen an awful lot of swings, there's no doubt about that. And you've got to admire them because the hand-eye coordination is unbelievable. You know, what they go through to actually achieve what they achieve, you've just got to stand back in admiration and say, well done, great on you. You haven't sat back and felt sorry for yourself, you've actually done something about it.
It just shows you how amazing the human body is and some of the things you can achieve if you put your mind to it.
You know, for us, I think we can never put ourselves into their skin, how they must feel playing golf. Golf is already so tricky, and with a disability, it's really impressive. And I think it's really nice of the European Tour that they include them.
And I know a lot of the players are behind it as well. I know Sully's got it on his bag, which is signing great support in my opinion. And yeah, it's just nice to sort of have them around here and see what's going on.
Long may it continue, and hopefully we can get a few more events on, and we can see hopefully the next EDGA superstar coming through.
If we're lucky, we'll all end up being disabled because we'll live long enough so that our knee doesn't work very well, or our hip doesn't work very well, or our eyes don't work very well. And so therefore, as we get older, we start to get impairments. And those impairments are very similar to what some of our players have here right now. But of course, they're magnified much more. Some of our players were born, so it's a congenital disability. Other players acquired it. And it can be traumatic when they've got to go through that. So they've got to redesign their life. But they do so well, and they never think backwards. They're always thinking forwards. So yeah, it's a very positive environment to be around.
The EDGA Dubai finale will be played over the Earth course. 2 rounds will decide the winner. But as well as playing, the EDGA players are also looking to encourage others with similar challenges to take up golf. Ian Poulter got to witness the ability and passion Adam Warby and Chris Biggins have for the game.
Can I have some noise before I hit the ball, please? So, thank you.
How far do you hit the ball, Adam?
Let's say 240, 250 yards.
240, 250s. Straight down the middle just about every single time. Extremely impressive.
At least that's right.
Yeah, that's the try.
It's not easy for them at all. You know, as much as we work, they're having to work even harder as well. So, you know, it's wonderful to see the EDGA program grow, DP World's involvement with that.
Yeah, can you put yourself there?
Sure, of course. And make it easier for them to play more tournaments, and that's what it's all about, inclusivity, you know, making sure that, you know, we can grow the game not just for us, but for everybody that loves the game of golf. So this week is special and it's going to continue to grow.
We have a lot of type of players. We got one-leg players, we got one-arm players. So we'd like to see you on one leg and with one arm.
Went back to my Woozy days, like how did Woozy ever hit it? Ian Woosnam was like this. It's not easy, the coordination, you know, being kind of put out of your comfort zone to try something different is never easy, and it takes a lot of practice. That was actually really nice. To see Adam and Chris hit shots like that on command, the way they do. Yeah, there we go. You know, they're here this week, they've got a big tournament for them Friday, Saturday, and they're getting ready. The camera definitely does not need to be there. That's all I'm going to say. It's wonderful to be able to you know, see them be with us. It's not as easy as it looks, is it? Play the championship golf course like they should and really fight it out like we're going to be fighting it out all week.
We still need Ian for this weekend.
Yeah. So. I wish them the very best of luck. I know they want it. I know they want that big silver salver, and you know, they're going to be competing, and the adrenaline's going to be going just like it does for us.
Yeah, really. Straight down the middle.
That is not very easy at all. Ooh.
Impressive stuff from Adam, Chris and Ian. Now the Earth course awaits the EDGA players. Coming up next, day one of the EDGA Dubai finale. Six o'clock Friday, November the 19th, and an early start for the EDGA players. The players would go out in 4-2 balls, with the world number 1 and 2 last to tee off. The EDGA players would be led out by Felix Norman.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first round of the EDGA Dubai finale. This is game number 1. On the tee from Sweden, Felix Norman.
And let's learn more about Felix.
My disability is epilepsy. This game means a lot for me. It's the only thing I do when I'm not working. I think all of us are good players. I mean, everyone has their own disability. Also, I've been talking to the Swedish players and their caddies. It's fun, and I think they understand how good we are.
Wasn't the best start though for Felix. Bogeys at the first and second, not ideal. And by the time he got to the 8th, he was 6 over par. But Jamie, Felix's playing partner, was going a little better.
Yes, much better, Nick. Mike Brown, he birdied the second. This is tee shot on the difficult 4th. What a shot it was. He's 2 under after his first 7 holes.
Adam Warby had a bit of trouble at the 3rd, where he ran up a double bogey. He nearly repaired some of the damage here, though, at the 6th. Adam, 2 over early on.
Tommaso Perino on the 6th. Had a strong amateur career before he had his leg injury, the Italian. He bogeyed the 2nd, but he got it back here with a beautiful birdie at the 4th. And he is level par and going really well.
Yeah, and Curtis Barkley is also going really well. He opened with a birdie at the 1st, dropped a shot at the 2nd, but went under par again here at the 4th. Great ball striking from the Canadian.
Chris Biggins, he won at the London Club. Here he is, just through the green at the 4th. But unfortunately, the American start wasn't what he'd hoped for. Early bogeys stalled Chris's challenge for the EDGA Dubai finale.
On the tee from England's Kip Pope.
The final player to tee off was Kip Popert.
I was born with a disability called cerebral palsy. My disability I've grown up with. It's part of me, I'm proud of it. My disability has given me the mental edge. My legs might not be very strong, but my brain is. Being world #1 at the moment is a really cool title. It means a lot for the people around me. It's good golf's going to have to win it, and you know, they're all brilliant guys. And I think what I love is we've all been through our own little setbacks, so there's that recognition that we've all had to work really hard, and so we all deserve to be here, and it's just hopefully we'll put on a good show.
A great sand save for the world #1 at the first was followed by a birdie at the second, but a drop shot at the third means Kip is level par moving to the 4th tee.
And playing alongside Kip is the world #2, Brendan Lawler, chipping at the first hole here. An opening bogey was repaired by birdies at the second and the third. The Irishman is 1 under, going to the 4th hole.
So, the early leaders, Mike Brown on 2 under par, Curtis Barkley and Brendan Lawler are handily placed, just a shot behind, and we'll pick up that final group on the 4th tee.
And a difficult hole it is, Nick. 225-yard par 3. Very narrow target down there. Down the hill. Well, that looked a very well balanced swing from Brendan Lawler. Anything on this green is a good shot, and that is a good shot from Lawler. So fast, these putting surfaces here on the earth course. Beautiful morning to be playing a round of golf.
This is a hard hole, as you say, though. Anywhere on the green, satisfactory. 3, a good number on any day, even one as perfect as this. Popert, that's what he's looking to do. Oh, and he might just go a little better than that. Grazing the right edge of the hole. What a shot.
Stunning stuff from our final pair. Over to the 6th hole. Curtis Barkley, tee shot. He's 1 under par, 170-yarder. Flag tucked on the left. Looked a good move from Barkley. Oh, hang on, there's water over there. No, he's just going to come round beautifully for Barkley. Excellent shot.
Well, it's a birdie chance for Brendan Lawler, but only by name, not by nature. 2 putts would be ideal. These are quick, up and over, and then down on the other side. What an effort.
Interesting putting grip from Brendan Lawler there, but he works it beautifully. Not used to playing on these pristine surfaces, are they, Nick? Running about 12.5 on the stimp.
Yeah, exactly the same challenge that the best players of the European Tour face here at the Earth Course, Jumeirah Golf Estates.
Now, birdie putt for Popert. A little bit of left to right here. Nearly had a 1. Can he make a 2? No, he can't. Good try, though.
So, just trying to tidy up for the par. Great start. Some inspirational athletes and people. Want to find out more about them, get involved. Remember, edgagolf.com. How you can find them. Great stories, and here's one right here, staying out of the hazard down the left-hand side. And in the end, a birdie chance for Barkley.
And it's tracking, and it's in for Barkley. He goes to 2 under par. What a brilliant start from Curtis Barkley.
So Mike Brown has been caught by Curtis Barkley at the top of the leaderboard. Brendan Lawler is the only other player right now under par. So it's a good time to meet one of the joint leaders.
I got injured in 2011 at a Longmore training camp. 2 years later, I got strep streptococcal infection and lost my leg. Being in the military, everything is sport orientated. So I was a motocross, football, rugby, everything you can imagine. And when I had that taken away, I went into a very dark place. It wasn't just the physical side, it was more mental for me, and that's where golf sort of took me in a different direction as to where I wanted to be in life, but in a silver lining, I wouldn't change it for the world now.
The story got better for Mike at the 8th as he moved to 3 under par. Back 9 would prove a challenge though, and he'd eventually sign for a level par 72.
Barkley on the 13th. He finished with the same score as Mike Brown. Level par for him. Competitive start for the Canadian. And boy, he strikes that ball so sweetly, doesn't he?
It would prove to be a really tough opening round for Felix Norman. The highlight of the day for the Swede would be a closing birdie. Plus 12 and birdies required on day 2.
And what about Chris Biggins, our winner at the London Club this year? Well, unfortunately, it was a struggle for Chris all day long. It can frustrate you, this game, at times, can't it?
It was a really mixed day for Tommaso Perino. 4 birdies and 5 bogeys meant the man from Italy signed for an impressive round of 1 under.
Adam Warby always plays with a smile on his face. Wasn't much to cheer about for the Belgian on day 1, however. Oh, but that one cheered him up on the 13th.
As for the world number 1, well, Kit Popert's day had a little bit of everything in it. He was 3 over going to the final hole, which is not ideal considering what his playing partner was delivering.
Yeah, the best player on the course, Brendan Lawler. Not the first time we've said that. His 5th birdie of the day came here at the 13th, right in the middle of the hole. As he moved to the final tee, he was 3 under par. Impressive golf from the Irishman with his dad on the bag.
So, with 6 players in the clubhouse, Brendan Lawler and Kit Popert head down the last. Lawler has the benefit of a 3-shot lead. But the journey down the Earth course's closing hole was not a straightforward one for Brendan. His drive found the water and he's still short of the green in 3.
Yeah, this is his 4th shot. Lawler to a back left pin on this very difficult par 5 18th hole. Good swing there. Got to get it on the top tier here on 18. And he's done so. Chance to make his 5 on 18 for Lawler after being in the water.
That would be a great save. Problem was also for Popert, his 2nd shot found the water. Not a great day for the world number 1.
Oh, it's a tough shot this, isn't it? No green to work with at all. And did pretty well there, Popert. Just found the edge of the putting surface.
This would be a brilliant way to cap off a great day as well, for a par in the end. Down the hill.
And a good try from Lawler. Got the speed of these greens, no doubt.
So a par chance for Popert. An important one, trying to just hang on to the coattails of Lawler. It's going to be a closing bogey.
Respectable effort from Popert.
Plus 4 for Popert and a closing bogey for Lawler. But when all was said and done, it's been a wonderful first round for the Irishman. Realistically, there are now just 5 in the race for the inaugural EDGA Dubai finale title. Leading the way is Brendan Lawler.
Minus 270 around that course. Really delighted with it. Hit the ball well all day, hold a lot of nice putts, made a few mistakes, but that's how golf goes. And it just gives me my stepping stone into tomorrow.
The final round of the EDGA Dubai finale saw another early start for the players. 5 o'clock alarm meant they would again be at the course by 6 a.m. A quick reminder of the overnight leaderboard, which sees Brendan Lawler leading by 2. Mike Brown and Curtis Barkley are his 2 closest challengers.
On the tee, the Belgian Adam Lawley.
The young Belgian got day 2 of the EDGA Dubai finale off and running.
Basically, my brain is not controlling my legs 100%, so I lose my balance. It's a bit hard to stand up. It's just like your dad drinking 2-3 beers. That's how I walk. I'm between Tiger Woods and my mom. So my mom can't play golf, so you know, I'm between the 2. That's it. I used to watch the guys on TV, and now I'm just here with the TV, so I'm not gonna say a dream become true. That would maybe be after beating Tiger Woods, but yeah, it's just amazing.
Another incredibly inspirational story, but the frustrations of round 1 would continue for Adam, and it would prove to be another tough day on the Earth course.
For playing partner Felix Norman, faring a little better in the second round, with the birdie at the 3rd being his highlight.
Kit Pope began the week as favourite to win, but day 1 did put a pretty big dent into that challenge. Things on day 2, however, looking a little brighter for the Englishman.
Chris Biggins had a horrible first round. This was for par on the 12th hole, and he makes it. Being watched by the CEO of the European Tour, Keith Pelly.
It's an incredible journey that we've been on, but we're on this journey because we believe in it. We believe in golf as one of the most inclusive sports there is. The number one thing you don't do is give them sympathy. Absolutely not. They have come here with their resilience. They've come here with tenacity and ability to never give up. And that is a characteristic that we should all cherish and we should all wish that we had more of. They're an inspiration. Can't say it any better than that. And it is a true privilege to have this be part of the European Tour.
Never a truer word spoken. I think we all agree that the inclusion of the players from EDGA this week has proven to be a great success. Tommaso Perino has shown how good the players are with a bit of luck on the greens. The Italian would have been much closer to the leader. He remains, though, 3 back.
It's quite mesmerising watching these players play. Curtis Barkley birdied this yesterday. Can he do the same today? No, he can't. He went to the pin, found the water. Unfortunately, that's a double bogey 5 for the Canadian.
In fairness, there wasn't a lot happening for Mike Brown on the course either on day 2. A bogey on 6 and another here on 9 means the Englishman drops back to 2 over par.
Well, that's what they're playing for. And the favourite to lift that trophy, Brendan Lawler. Here he is on the first. Can he find the fairway? Of course he can. Straight down the middle for Lawler. Perfect start.
I have a condition called Ellis Van Creveld syndrome, which is a shorter limbs and shorter stature. So I was also born with a hole in my heart. I was born with 6 fingers, and I got them chopped off at the age of 2. And everything else since has been fantastic. Not one of these players wants sympathy that's here this week. We're just normal guys doing not normal things, and that's why we're here. I feel I am the best player. I'm going to go out there this week and prove it.
Brendan, you have nothing to prove to anybody. That's his second shot to the 9th hole. No trouble on the front line whatsoever for Lawler. And he reaches the turn at 2 under par. Brilliant stuff.
Brilliant indeed, Jamie, but a bogey at the 11th means that Brendan drops to 1 under. He leads by 2. Barkley, Brown, Perino and Poper cannot be ignored though.
Barkley, 13th tee, 190-yarder uphill. There is a green up there somewhere. Flag on the left-hand side. Pretty good, but that'll be quick from there. Popular spot.
.30 is a good score on the par 3s, also on 13. Tommaso Perino. It's a beautiful golf swing, it really is. Crisp strike. And a great shot as well. Inevitably in a pretty good headspace, so as good a time as any to hear from him.
When I was 17, I have an accident with my motorcycle, take an infection in the hospital, a bad infection, and my leg cannot come back in a normal life. I have more pain every day, and I take 1 Voltaren every day. That's my life. I started to play football when I was young, like all Italian guy, but my cousin started to play golf. Then they say, why I cannot try to do the same? When I was 16, I became an Italian nationality team with Molinari. We are like a big family. We are all friends, like Felix or Mike or Brandon. We put all of our heart inside in this match.
No excuses from these players. Just a whole lot of heart, courage, ambition and inspiration. Finding some inspiration, Brendan Lawler. This the 2nd to the 12th.
Tough stretch of the golf course. This 12th is always a difficult hole, but what a shot there from Brendan Lawler. At just the right time.
Getting to the business end now. And time starting to run out for this chasing pack. Mike Brown's one of the chasers. Just fractions out there with the approach on 12.
Up ahead on 13, Barkley, just putting from the edge of the rough. It's quick down here once it gets on the green, through the fringe grass. Bit of left to right in it as well. Pretty good. That was a tough one.
Well, it really was a wonderful tee shot. Can he finish the job off for the birdie 2 on 13? Needs to make some. Lawler doesn't show any signs of going away. A brave effort, but sliding by that right side. Can definitely sense that they know they're running out of time.
Straight up the hill for the par, and he makes it. Deserves that. Probably deserved the birdie after that tee shot. Yeah, he's a bit frustrated there, Tommaso.
Now, one advantage for Mike Brown is that he can have eyes on Brendan Lawler. Try and put some pressure on. It's not going to be a birdie. To be fair, par's always a good score on this hole.
Brendan's girlfriend Rebecca looking on, cheering on her man. And wouldn't this be a birdie as well here on the 12th for Lawler?
Brilliantly done. Clutch putting. As he's shown so far in the series this year, 2 wins to his name. He's looking for a third one. And of course, this would be a biggie as well.
And now it's a must make for Brown for his par on the 12th. Yeah, walks it in, but he's 2 over par, now 4 behind.
Possibly a decisive blow by Brendan at the 12th. His lead is now 3 as we head into the final holes of the EDGA Dubai finale, and he is definitely the man to catch. Welcome back to the EDGA Dubai finale. Let's have a quick reminder of how we stand going into the final holes. Brendan Lawler still in the ascendancy, but it definitely isn't a done deal just yet. Felix Norman's journey, however, around the Earth course finished in style. A birdie at the last for the young Swede. Well done, Felix, and well done to Caddy Dad.
And with Adam Wabi's mum looking on, it wasn't the week he was after on the golf course, but I'm sure he enjoyed the experience at the EDGA Dubai finale. He certainly brought a smile to everybody's face this week.
The man hiding in the bunker is Chris Biggins. A wonderful shot at the 17th is definitely the highlight of his round, and like everybody competing, there is a compelling backstory to his golfing journey.
I was born with cerebral palsy, which is a disability that affects my legs. It makes my muscles very tight and spastic, and I have lordosis, a little arch in my back, but it doesn't prevent me from playing golf. It's the sport where my disability affects me the least, and I'm able to be impressive in golf, and so I love the chance to compete at this high level, and I love a sport that I can excel at. And there was a time where I was out there doubting if I could play well or play an elite level, and it helped to see others do that. We're impressive, and your disability is not going to define you. You can let your talents define you. And we want to be able to play and win so we can tell our children and grandchildren that we were champions and one of the best disabled golfers in the world. And my goal is to be #1, so I want to get there. This is a great opportunity.
A message of hope and resilience. Chris Biggins stands for everything that is great about EDGA.
Things were better on day 2 for world #1 Kip Pope. The Englishman signed for a very respectable closing round of 74, and that gave him an overall score of 6 over par.
Tommaso Perino was there or thereabouts all day long, and had the putter been friendlier, he would have made a serious challenge for the title. But as his tee shot on 17 found the water, the Italian knew his race was run.
So, Curtis Barkley remains the only threat to Brendan at the top of the leaderboard, and a great escape on 17 keeps the Canadian just 2 shots back going down the last.
As for Mike Brown, well, his early woes continued into the back 9. double bogey here at the 13th put pay to any hopes he had of victory. I'll tell you what, this game can really test your patience sometimes.
As for the leader, well, everything seemed to be going along smoothly deep into the back nine. At one stage, Brendan was 3 clear, but a bogey at the 16th means that his lead is reduced to just 2 shots as he moves to the penultimate tee.
So, with just 4 players left on the course, this is how it looks. Brendan Lawler leading by 2. Curtis Barkley, the only player with a realistic chance of depriving Lawler of the title.
And to the 17th, and what a daunting shot it is to this island green over the water for Lawler, 180 yards. Now that looked a good swing. Balanced, poise.
Oh, brilliant shot. Shot of a champion on the back of the bogey on 16. He needed it. That is clutch. What a moment for Lawler.
Must make birdie now for Barkley if he's to stand any chance of catching Lawler to this back right pin.
He's firing it all the way back there. And when it misses long and left, troubles to come for him. It's going to be a fight to the finish, but fight is what he's done his whole life.
I was born with severe scoliosis, which is curvature of the spine. So it affects my breathing, my lungs, my heart, my flexibility. My rib cage actually overlaps my hips on my left side. And I have an extra bone in my neck that restricts me from rotation. I was told at a young age that I wouldn't be able to do much, you know, very physical stuff. And I always liked proving that wrong. Golf means pretty much everything to me right now. Growing up with a disability, golf was always there. It's just a mindset, you know, sticking to your goals and accomplishing stuff that I couldn't imagine doing.
He's overcome obstacles throughout his entire life, and he's got one in front of him right here. Not the 4th shot he was hoping for, trying to make amends by holding this par putt from the apron to have any chance of catching Lawler.
Yeah, that drop shot on 16 as well, just derailed him. But he can be proud of his efforts, can Curtis Barkley.
Courageous finish. In it goes. In the end, it's a good bogey and a performance he can absolutely be proud of.
Yeah, great week for Barkley. Terrific golf, really is, on this difficult golf course. Being watched by the chairman of the European Tour, now the DP World Tour, David Williams.
Tommaso Perino finishing up on 18, and that hasn't happened enough, unfortunately. If the putter behaved, he could well have been a big threat in this year's tournament. Some great play by both players over the past couple of days, but this man has stolen the show, and this is a huge putt.
Yeah, it's a huge putt. This could really seal the deal for Lawler on 17.
What a 2. He's playing like a champion, and he is in the driver's seat. So Brendan now leads by 4 strokes. The EDGA Dubai finale title is now within touching distance of the Irishman. He's led all day. 24 hours ago, Brendan's drive found the stream on the 18th, and he went on to make a 6. Today, though, no such trouble. Brendan is in prime position, is about to play his 3rd.
Yeah, he's enjoying the walk now, is Brendan Lawler. This is his 3rd shot. He'll want to finish in style. And he has. Super shot from Lawler. And he's got a really good swing as well to go with it. Technically very correct, Lawler. Look at him on his tiptoes there, trying to get his maximum power, push off the ground. And a nice neutral club face through the ball. That's a swing that's going to last.
It certainly stood the test under the pressure. It's going to be a 3-win season in the EDGA series, but this one is extra special. The media wait to interview the champion. But work still to be done for Mike Brown, looking for a birdie to finish.
Yeah, it's been a good week for Brown, and he gets it. 72, 78, plus 6 for Mike Brown.
A birdie to close on day 1 and a birdie to close on day 2 for the Englishman. Strong showing, but this man has been head and shoulders above the rest.
Yeah, it'd be a great way to finish the week for Brendan Lawler. This for a birdie on the 18th.
All the hard work done. The big moment was that birdie on 17. What an iron shot to a tricky flag as well. And in the end, an easy par on the last. The inaugural winner of the EDGA Dubai finale is Brendan Lawler, and he did it in style. Eight players arrived in Dubai hoping to win the EDGA Dubai finale. Each of them played their hearts out, but the only player to break par was the deserved winner, Brendan Lawler.
With scores of 70 and 73 for a 1 under par total of 143. The winner from Ireland is Brendan Lawler.
For Brendan, the spoils of victory. But the real message this week has been delivered by the 8 disabled players who made the EDGA Dubai finale such a special event.
Probably tee to green is the best I ever played. To be honest, I haven't been working much in my game. I was suffering with a bad shoulder for 6 weeks and haven't been playing, so maybe it's good to have a break sometimes and just forget about the clubs, and then come out this week and played really, really good, so I'm delighted. Dad's been on the bag this whole journey, and this wouldn't have started if it wasn't for him. So, and all the family are here this week. Rebecca, my girlfriend's here, and Mum, so it's so nice to have everyone out here. It's a special moment. I think change is good in life, and this is definitely a change that is healthy. Hopefully the European Tour has more events next year, which I think they will, and we can just keep this ball rolling. It's fantastic, and come off the green there, and Rory McIlroy's giving you congratulations, so that's pretty outrageous. It's mental.
Right. See you later, guys.
Congratulations, champ. Until next time, it's goodbye from the EDGA Dubai finale.